this law was passed in 2021. Yes. You are the National Assembly.
Yes.
So what happened? And also, what would be the role of Parliament in a procurement process?
Well, you see, Parliament, finally, even if you do procurement, once you do your investigation, there's a problem, it is Parliament which should investigate. It is, Parliament should be the watchdog for the country. So the moment you do not, you have a law which denies Parliament a role, or the people of Kenya a role to participate in their own activities, in their own taxes, in their own management of day-to-day lives, and then you leave it to Cabinet. You see, that law takes it to Cabinet. Also, Cabinet then has no business in procurement. And therefore, these procurements are being conducted by who? And why is there no, competitiveness? It should be advertised. Different companies, including Kenyan companies, should participate. And then there must be a way of making sure that there is no fraud involved, or there are no cartels or unfair advantage to one of these organizations. But what is happening is this is just direct procurement. There's no procurement, in fact. It's direct sourcing. And it is their own place, it has its own place in law. There is every likelihood that something will go extremely wrong. We are aware that there are a lot of bribes being exchanged for these companies to get jobs here. And that is it. There's nothing much that will come out. Bribes.
How much?
In billions.
To who?
To some of these political party leaders. And that's why you find that they are able to fight for it. That's why you find strategic...
Leaders. Who are you talking about?
I am talking about Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto.
They have been bribed?
They have been bribed by the Adani company.
How much? Where was that arrived at?
Well, I don't want to give so much details right now. I'll do it at the right forum in the House. We'll also
do evidence that actually they received money?
There are bribes, and there are brokers involved. So that's why these companies have been given direct procurements. It's not that there are no other better companies in the world who can do a better deal.
So if the Ketraco deal is worth 95.6 billion shillings, how much is going to Raila Odinga, how much is going to William Ruto?
They know how much they received out of the deal.
Sorry?
They know how much they received. That's why Opio Wandai is the Minister for Energy. That's why the CS for Energy. It is very well choreographed.
He just came in. The process started.
Adani is one of the big Indian companies. And Raila Odinga has admitted that he knew these companies up to 2010 when he was Prime Minister. And it was one of the companies sponsoring his campaign so that he becomes president in 2012.
Is that so?
These are some of the companies. So it's a bigger plot.
That's a very serious allegation.
Yes, they are. And that's why there's no procurement. If everything was to be serious, everything should have been on the table. Different companies should have been allowed to compete for the same jobs. How come they are direct procurements?
Adani Group was sponsoring Azimio campaigns.
No, it wasn't Azimio those days. They sponsored the presidential campaign of Raila Odinga.
Which election?
2012.
2013.
There was a code there. There was a code movement.
Kalonzo Musyoka was the running mate.
Yeah, Kalonzo was part of the code.
It was part of it.
So
these are old. These are I don't have the exact amounts, but campaigns are funded by different people.
You're certain about what you're saying?
Person, the campaigns, the presidential campaign is owned by a lot of foreigners, a lot of times. It's owned by businessmen a lot of times.